Alrighty, we are back with another semifinal series from the 2025 GHSA um, League of Legends State Championship. This is the best of three series semifinals between Lambert, which is blue side, and Brookwood, which is red side. So very high matchup. Two very good teams. I believe Lambert is seed number one, and I believe Brookwood is, I want to say they're seed number four, potentially. But either way, should be a good series. I'm Crawley here with, I'll let you introduce yourself.
I am Dakota. Nice.
I can't remember if we used your gamer tag last time or not, but yeah, so I'm Crawley here with Dakota, and we were both, I was a former Calhoun coach, and Dakota's a former Calhoun player for the high school. So we've got, our experience comes from there, but we already casted the game, the first series, and so we're looking forward to getting into this one. And so I will go ahead and kick it off with that. And unfortunately, once again, we cannot see the draft. The draft was done in a third-party tool. So we will just go ahead and we'll just try to talk about that a little bit as we get into it. Let me get the zoom out a little bit so we can see better. But yeah, so what do you think about the draft?
Whoops. I'm a little shocked to see Zoe and Heckram in a game like this, because Zoe can either go really well because she can secure very good picks with how strong her CC is, since Sleep is one of the strongest CC in the game, having only two characters have it. But at the same time, if she doesn't get ahead, I feel like Zoe just kind of falls off, and it sometimes for characters like that, I would try to avoid them in most scenarios. But if this person has the confidence to pull it off, I think they could probably do it.
Yeah, I mean, I do see what you're saying. Like, these kind of feast or famine champions, as I call them, are definitely a little bit less popular in these kind of team scenarios just because of that, how punishing it is. But, you know, the flip side of that coin is obviously if you're good at the champion and you get ahead, they can be brutal. And, you know, even if you do get behind it, as Zoe, kind of like you said, I mean, Sleepy Trouble Bubble is like it's one of those, like, good long-range pick and setup abilities that can be useful even if she doesn't have much damage. So that's decent, but yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy the poke comp they got on the blue side going on here with the Ezreal Zoe and like with Ornn Q and Braum Q going on, but I feel like Heckram is a little outplaced in this comp. But again, Heckram is a very good to stabilize the early to mid game, but I'm a little bit worried for the later game because the red side has a 0+ J4, and which are also extremely well at getting picks and just disrupting the entire flow of a fight.
Yeah, I like the Lambert. I like the blue side draft in terms of like kind of more like straight like front to back team fight, especially if you can show up first for that objective and get some of that poke damage off. Yeah, they definitely want that all out team fight. Whereas Brookwood on red side probably looking for more of like a pick. As well as, I mean, yeah, you've got some good, yeah, I guess it's more a pick. I mean, you can get like an Azir ult, you can get a Jarvan combo. Otherwise, I mean, like,
the Ambessa ult too.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Ambessa's always like kind of squishy. Like, she's more of an assassin to me. So like, I don't know. They really don't have that much of a tank. I mean, even Jarvan, it builds like a bruiser, not a tank. So I just, if they don't get ahead, I thought they could be in a rough spot.
Yeah, but as long as red side avoids full out team fights, I think as long as they like avoid the prolonged team fights, I think red side has a complete advantage in most of these fights here, because red side has but three different types of pick tools here. Plus, they have Sever speed up that actually help initiate the picks. And if blue side doesn't have the reaction speed to answer those picks, it could lead to a very bad situation.
So we get a first blood solo kill in the top lane for Ambessa. I mean, the Ornn was kind of pushed up there, and Ambessa can do... This is probably about the only part of the time of the game where Ambessa probably will be able to kill Ornn, so she's definitely going to try to take advantage of that. I guess, you know, the Ornn probably understands that's part of it. He's trying to get CS, so does go down there.
The Ambessa has Conqueror. She's probably going to go for a Eclipse Cleaver game. She does have max health damage plus armor pen on his R every time she upgrades it.
Yeah, so if she does get far enough ahead, she still can't kill him. Yeah.
As long as she sticks, as long as Ornn doesn't get no help, I feel like she could easily snowball that lane and continue to kill him throughout the game, even when he starts building some resistances.
Yeah, so what do you think, like, across the board, like, in terms of these early game, like, lane matchups, like, starting with the bot lane, like, what's more favorable? I feel like, I play Ezreal Braum, so I feel more comfortable on that side, but that's a bias, I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, Sitter's got better wave clear, so.
In the sense of like poke and stuff, I think Ezreal Braum has it in the bag with both of their Qs, but Sivir can also just farm at a distance and poke with her Q too, and at the same, while also one-shotting the entire wave, just avoiding all interaction, making the lane very stale for Ezreal and Braum.
Yeah.
Which could lead to a situation where Braum might have to leave lane early to go look for pick somewhere else, because he's going to be pretty useless in a lane against a Lulu. Since Braum doesn't really have no tools to actually get close enough to proc his CC or proc his slows.
I do feel like it's, now that I think about it more, I definitely do think this lane is kind of red side advantaged in the early game, because like you said, the Sivir, I mean, Ezreal's got good poke, but you can just stand behind minions. We got another fight top lane, bit of trades. Whereas the Sivir can throw her Q through the minions, and again, she just has better wave clear out the gate, which Ezreal doesn't have. So definitely, the Sivir is definitely kind of like probably better than Ezreal early game. Obviously, she is struggling for mana right now that they removed the ability to get mana back from her spell shield. But and then obviously the Lulu being a ranged champion just kind of has a little bit more poke advantage. Whereas the Braum really wants to kind of go all in outside of his Q. So I'd say a little bit favored in the red side, but not tremendously. So maybe blue side hoping for a gank, or maybe Braum looking to roam somewhere. Yep.
Seeing Ornn rush Bramble here raises a concern. I don't think Mbessa healing takes any, I don't think Mbessa gets her Omnivamp until she hits 6. So I think the that anti-heal is going to fall on deaf ears pretty much at this moment. I think he should have went for something like play the steel caps this game.
Oh, gank bot lane. Ooh, Ezreal avoids the knockup. And Jarvan's going to keep pushing, but Hecarim's here for the counterplay. We do get a flash, I believe, from the Jarvan, and it looks like maybe they're going to get away. I don't think they're going to necessarily push this dive, so both junglers show up. No one falls. Good job on both sides. Play that safe. You were talking about the Mbessa, so tell me about, she gets Omnivamp whenever, is it a passive Omnivamp or only when she ults?
Yeah, Mbessa has the same sort of passive that Pantheon does on his R. Every time Pantheon levels his R, he gets 10% armor pen. Mbessa gets something very similar, but she also gets Omnivamp on her kit too, when she levels her R on top of the armor pen.
Well,
yeah. So that the anti-heal, I wonder what the Ornn is thinking by going anti-heal first, because she doesn't auto-attack too frequently, except for when she needs to get her energy back after an ability. She has the ribbon-like passive, where it enhances her autos. Zoe's going for a sleep here. Zoe's going to get a big chunk on this Azir, and oh my god.
Ooh, nice.
There goes Azir's ult out the window.
So he does get away there with the directed camera switch top lane, but that was a really nice sidestep of the... Oh, wow.
Oh, Zoe going in for the
that was nice.
Under tower.
Beautifully done. Beautifully done by Yasuo Mother there. I mean, like an awesome combo. Sidesteps the ult and then gets the snipe at the end under tower, behind tower. Well done on the Zoe. So it looks like he's kind of demonstrating that he's pretty comfortable in this pick. You mentioned... Yeah, go ahead.
Against Mbessa is she's only going to auto attack 3 times for her passive. She's gonna E4 to slow you, guarantee the Q1 or Q2, and then she's gonna back up after she gets her auto attack to regenerate her energy back. But besides that, she doesn't auto attack too frequently for Bramble to actually take great effect. So
wow, hold on.
Zoe
so yeah, so Hecarim was
Zoe damage coming out of the woods.
Hecarim was invading. Yeah, Hecarim was invading the camp. Jarvan shows up. Jarvan ults the 1v1, but the Zoe rotated. I don't know if the Azir was even nearby. And so nice job from Zoe.
I think Azir was stuck under tower farming minions, because Zoe hard shoved that wave as she killed the Azir.
Yep, and that's what you want.
Mbessa's looking for something here, but she backs off.
That's what you definitely want to do as Hecarim. Obviously, if you're trying to invade the enemy jungle, you want to make sure that your nearby lanes have priority, and the Hecarim did a good job of that.
Especially with a Zoe. Zoe has a very simple, very easy way to interact and help with the invade, because she can throw her bubble through walls. On top of the fact that her R is a short-range blink to get closer to the land, her skill shots that are needed that help secure the camp or help secure the kill, like we just saw in the J4 right there. And Mbessa's just going for poke back and forth against this Ornn, making sure he stays below 50% HP. And Mbessa has a clear advantage in this lane due to her being a manaless champion. Ornn's mana is slowly going out, while her mana, she doesn't have mana at all, being an energy champion.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the Bramble Vest earlier. Oh my goodness, Zoe doing work. Absolutely max range on these Qs, and we have another gank coming top lane.
Oh, and Mbessa ulting back in to see if she can get the kill. She secures the kill on the Ornn, but I think Hecarim picks up the kill on her. Yep, going 1 for 1 here.
not much you can get out of there. Oh, we got another trade happening mid here. Sorry, I messed up the camera. Ooh, what? I did not know Braum.
I think that's another takedown on mid lane.
I did not know Braum Shield could block the Shuriman Shuffle. That's crazy.
Yeah, it interacts with Braum Shield the same way it interacts with Wind Wall. It just completely stops it where it hits.
Wow.
And that can lead to some interactions just like right there where it just stopped in front of the Zoe, making sure Zoe didn't take the damage from it. And that probably made the difference there, because Azir probably could have got the takedown on Zoe and traded 1-for-1 there, even though the Braum was there in a 1v2 situation.
Yep. Zoe doing a good job of making plays, rotating, communicating with the team, and I'm
Braum's
also...
Braum's rocking the spellbook this game, swapping the smite here, and Best is going to look for a takedown on Hecarim, but can't find it. Braum right now has smite on his from spellbook. I wonder what he's going to go for. They're probably going to look for something here, or he might just pick up Scuttle Crab with Ezreal soon, which I do see it happen quite frequently with spellbook users. They just secure Scuttle for the bot lane so they get vision on for the next drag. Oh.
I want to go back to that top lane play and just give some credit to the Mbessa Banana Eater. You know, it's a good job canceling the, or I guess you could call it canceling the Braum ult, or avoiding the Braum ult by using her own. She does pick up a kill, so 1-for-1 up there. And I also want to.
It looks like the Ornn is just gonna full finish Thornmail right here. It is a chunky 75 armor item.
Yeah.
But I think there's the EU West Ornn one trick. He likes to go Frozen Heart first item because it has fantastic stats for lane, especially slowing the attack speed.
Gank bot lane.
The CDR is just good. Here comes Hecarim ganking. He gets polyed into, he
nice.
pushes Zipper back, fears him into the team. Looks like this is gonna be a double kill bot lane.
Beautiful.
That's right. Hecarim picks up both kills for his hubris. 19 stacks right now. That item. Oh man, it already gives 60 AD, so it's sitting on about 70, or it's sitting on 80 AD right now.
Yeah, that was a nice ultimate. And also, I mean, the Hecarim was already up like 30 CS on the enemy jungler. Now he picks up 2 kills. He's pretty huge.
Yeah,
Zoe picks up a kill.
Zoe lands a bubble. Zoe gets another hit. Oh, she missed a Q, but it doesn't matter because Hecarim's there.
Lambert is getting everything all across the map right now. Just beautiful, very clean plays happening. Zoe just continuing to play very well. Got the kill in his ear.
I was worried about the Hecarim and Zoe pick at the beginning, but I guess they're perfectly completely wrong, since both of them are absolutely snowballing the living crap out of this game. Both of them being insane players. The Zoe landing some crazy long distance snipes on top of the fact that the Hecarim's doing great plays across the map. He's been top, he's been bot, he's been mid, he's been everywhere, and he's becoming a problem for the other team.
Yeah, that is the advantage of 4 legs instead of 2, is you do have a little bit more mobility around the map, and right now Lambert has converted that into 2 dragons, 6 kill lead, and about, what, 6k, about 5k gold lead, so they're in a very nice spot. And like we said, I mean, I feel like they kind of do have the overall, like, favorable comp, like, as far as scaling goes, so we're going to have to see what Brookwood can come up with to answer this advantage.
I do like that the Hecarim just completely skip boots. A lot of Hecarim players get baited into just going first item boots because they're passive, giving them AD based on move speed. But this Hecarim knows that he already has hubris, which is already giving him a hefty sum AD. Plus his champion already has a bunch of mobility, so I guess missing out on boots isn't too big of a problem for him.
Yeah, it is really interesting. I know I get baited into. I really like items that complement or go that kind of accentuate what the champion already has. So if my champion moves fast, I like to build move speed. But I mean, a lot of people, like I know the Master Yi top player, I've been seeing people, he'll build 4 items before he buys boost because he's got his ultimate. He doesn't need it, and that's what we see here. He's got speed. He doesn't need more.
Speaking of move fast, Cassiopeia is getting a complete passive rehaul next season, making her be able to buy boots, and she's just gonna get move speed. She's gonna have celerity pretty much on for every move speed item or any move speed enhancement she gets.
Well, that does make sense because I guess like that's what the mid lane is gonna use their 7th bonus slot for, is gonna be the kind of the equivalent of the feats of warfare boot upgrade. So it does make sense they kind of have to do something to her to give it so she can actually buy boots. Yeah.
I feel like they could have gone a totally different way and kept her unique with the no boots thing. But it does make sense that they're giving her boots. It's been too long. Her not buying boots gives her not very much small upgrades to buy. But did give her an advantage of just by full buying items.
Uh-oh.
Ornn looks like he's going to get picked here by certain death on the...
Ooh.
Oh, there goes the Mbessa R and the J4R, and Ornn makes it out alive.
Just a flash. Just a flash.
I think they're looking for a dive bot lane here. Hecarim's sitting in the back bush. Braum's here too.
Yep.
They're going to walk forward. He misses the Q. Ezreal's going to get a little bit of chip damage on the Lulu right there.
Ooh.
Ezreal landed a Q on the Lulu. I think Lulu's going to die. Oh, Lulu avoided that, but walked into a bubble. I think Zoe gets the Lulu here.
Ooh, just misses the Q. And Mbessa showed up.
out of range. Here comes Hacker, molts in, pulls the investment to his team. She gets stunned in
One
front of
and
everyone, and then she
two.
gets killed. That's 3 for 0. Good dive from the blue side over here.
Yeah, perfectly executed. Well, I'd say perfectly executed. I mean, the results were perfect.
Zoe missed one.
Just
Q,
missed the
which
Q.
was
That's okay.
Just unlucky. Just a little unlucky. I was a little concerned for the Zoe pick at the beginning because Zoe's not known to be like a very good like champion in these team team settings. Looks like Zoe's gonna pick up another kill here. I don't
Steals
think Azir
the
has the
flash.
damage.
Wait, did the Azir just flash, and then the Zoe stole the Azir flash in that fight and allowed her to potentially outmaneuver there, and I think he did a late flash anyway, so it was kind of not worth it. But yeah, having a rough time in the mid lane. Yasuo Mother definitely showing some mastery of this champion.
The Zoe pick is looking like it was the right choice here because the Zoe's absolutely putting in the work here. Ornn somehow, even with 2 deaths, he gets top tower against the Mbessa. That is a great wave clear. I'm so confused how he got tower though.
I mean, he must have. We'll see. He does have green rune, so I would assume he has demolish, or the tower plate destruction would make sense. And did any? I guess no one's gotten the worms yet. I don't think, or did they?
Yeah, groves were taken by blue early on by Hecker.
No, it doesn't show it up top, right?
It is showing it up top. It's the one next to tower is on blue side.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was looking at the one to the left. Okay, there you go. Well, that also explains how the Ornn was able to do a little more damage to tower. So okay.
Yep. Hecarim, since Hecarim's all of his abilities are majority AOE, it doesn't take him too much time to secure the grubs, especially with no one being able to answer him for how strong he is. He's 6-0 right now. He finally bought his boots after 2 items.
Yeah, that hubris on Hecarim. Like, he is confident. He knows he's set up to scale and not die, so that's working out. And
I mean, he's looking at their comp. He's realizing they're lacking damage on the bottom half of the map early game, so he's just going to put that to his full advantage, buy the hubris first, and get himself a good stacking early game, making it where if he gets a pick mid-team fight, he's going to have over 100 AD on that item later.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty scary for Brookwood here. And
Ornn's noticing that their team is majority AD, so he's just skimping out on the Amar here. He only has armor at the moment. I don't think that's going to matter, though, because, I mean, the Azir's a little far behind. He's going to have to farm for a bit to even deal damage to the Ornn, so I don't think it matters that the Ornn is missing out on Amar.
well, plus the Azir is
walk up, look for a pick here. Sivir's going to ult, get them out of the situation, though.
dropping the Herald. I was gonna say even though Azir's AP, his damage comes from auto attack, so the steel plate, the steel boots are gonna mitigate that. So yeah, I mean, Ornn is sitting pretty. He probably won't die. Probably won't be looking to die again here. And
yeah, I don't think Ornn's gonna die for the rest of this game. I'm pretty sure this game it's looking blue favored heavy. But again, Hecarim and Zoe do not scale too well into their comp later. But that's if they get to later. Right here, going for another dive.
Ooh.
5-man dive here. Got one pick onto the Sivir at the very beginning.
Yeah, they're absolutely running it down in a good way here.
Walking it down mid. They're gonna pick up 2 more picks on the Lulu J4 there.
Yeah, I mean,
Zoe might flash over, go for something crazy here. I'm expecting it. Zoe players always love to just absolutely shock the players.
Ooh,
there's a
gets
bubble.
asleep.
Azir barely got out. Zoe still has her second flash up right now. She might look for something still, since Mbessa decided to stay.
Yeah, they're doing a good job really pressing their lead here. I mean, they've got 3 dragons. They're up by 8k gold. You know, they just knocked down mid tower, so they're taking it all right now. Probably gonna go ahead and work on the jungle and just continue to press this this lead here. So it's looking pretty grim for Brookwood. And Bess is the only one with a little bit of, the only one with a CS lead, the only one with some gold, some kills. Yeah, maybe they have to kind of play around her. I'd say
Blue side is on soul point also. I think Hecarim's going to just take the 1v3 here and come out alive. He's going to come out on top because he just has too much AD to deal with.
Wow.
90 AD, 91 AD on his hubris with 4 stacks on his Shojins, making him deal 12% more damage at the moment.
Wow.
He's going to just one-shot everyone he comes across. Looks like Ornn's going to finish her off, and they might go for tier 2 here. Nope, Ornn looks like he's going to walk towards mid, walk towards the Ezreal safeguard Ezreal. Zoe's going to split bot here and look for tier 2 bot side so they can open the map a little bit more.
Yeah, they have no problem knocking out this mid inhibitor, and we do have Zoe pushing the bot side, so that'll probably be the next target. Strong as they are, they probably know better than trying to siege the Nexus towers at this stage, so they're just going to be looking to go ahead and cleanly
just gonna
take control.
Through his inhib tower.
Yep, yeah, he is just continuing to stack that armor, about to get his Sunfire. Ooh, those Zoe Qs really hurt. We do have a little bit of a team fight coming down. Nice Ezreal.
Ezreal pops his art. A little bit of poke off. J4 goes in without a team, gets picked off here. Hecker's gonna look for an engage, grabs the Lulu. Looking for the Hecker Bolt. Hecker bolts holds onto the Sivir, gets the Lulu kills, picks up the Sivir kill, and then he's going to look for the Embessa right here, gets the Embessa as well, while Zoe goes for the snipe onto Azir again. I think that's game.
Yeah, they are melting like butter. No one has died except for Ornn. Everyone with perfect score lines. And yeah, that's most certainly going to be game one.
I said I was worried about proving me completely wrong, absolutely carrying this game. They both held hand in hand, went through the jungle together, getting them pigs, getting them dives, absolutely one-sided.
Yep, beautifully done by Lambert to take this game one. They're kind of showing why they are the #1 seed. And so that will conclude game one. We'll take a quick break here, and we will get over to game two. But before that, I mean, any closing thoughts by this game? I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, they just played really clean. The Zoe and the Hecarim, did a really good job of getting things going early game. I mean, yeah, the Ornn had a little bit of a hard time, but he recovered and, did the right itemize well. And I think the bot lane played well around their jungler as well. The Sivir naturally was pushing, so it set up the Hecarim for some ganks, and that was the end of the story. So I probably would give I don't know, who would you give the MVP to here, Hecarim or Zoe?
I would personally give it to the Zoe, even though the Hecarim has more K. Actually, they're even on KP. I would give the Zoe because Zoe completely shuts down the Azir early game. Plus, she helped out with dives bot lane.
Yeah.
The Hecarim was just picking up overextended kills for the most part, but the Zoe was absolutely accelerating everything. Also, she helped with the Hecarim invade, which could have led to a shutdown to J4 if that went anywhere wrong.
Right.
So, me personally, I would give it to the Zoe.
Yeah.
I think Hecarim got a little overzealous and walked into the jungle. Had to get bailed out. But besides that, they both played extremely well. 0 deaths across the board except for top lane.
Yeah.
Almost flawless.
Yeah, no, the Zoe is a little bit more mechanically challenging as well. So it's like kind of, even if they did it even, it's kind of like, well, it's kind of harder to perform at that level on Zoe. So that's really good to see. So, alrighty, sounds good. Well, we will leave it there. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with another game.